And let's zoom in a bit with Kyle and see what is he's doing, and this way we can help ourselves by bringing to life some of the things we've been talking about. Many open topics, many things open still for world building. If you have any suggestions, like how do you do world building in general, how do you come up with ideas, maybe some Game Master Apprentice cards or something like that, do share. I'd be interested. How would you do this process I'm going through? So let's put Kyle somewhere here. I need a token for him. Maybe something like this to represent where is he at. And represent him somewhere in the enclave. So we need a plot hook, something to start with. Bring up some game ideas. See what his where do we start the game, right? Because a lot of things are happening. There's a distant faction here called the Servant. There are two valuable landmarks around the enclave, but the raiders, which I'm gonna move slightly rather somewhere here, annoying the enclave through these fronts. The area of the demons, I don't know what's geographically like. I think this is like a big land. There might be some rivers, lots of ruins from the before, things rusting down, various dangers. So there's different kind of mutants and monster lurking around, the demons being the most prominent ones. And in this essence, let's bring this game generation topics to see what's the call hook Kyle is dealing with. That's a 12. For 12 we've got conflict reached a certain state, something has to be done. So there's something out of these problems that we cannot wait any longer. Let me ask if it's the raiders problem or something else. Is it about the raiders? Got number 8. That's a no, it's not the raiders. In this case I'm gonna say it's the demons. Let's say the biggest problem is that they are getting way too close to the enclave and we need to make up some space, otherwise we will not be able to handle, and this demons problem is gonna be in the forefront of our issues. So Kyle will be doing something about demons. Let's see what's the next step. I'm gonna check here for a mission. What do we have to do? Or a first lead? Let me think. Yeah, let's go for a mission. Like maybe something coming from the elders or something similar. We've got 13. We have to protect a group in a disadvantage. And number 6 would be the catch. There are traps. It's quite dangerous, that we know. So I'm gonna make it that such that the enclave is sending an expedition somewhere around here. The expedition where Kyle is part of, and this expedition is coming up with the idea that we want to restore a dam. Let's call it the expedition. The goal is restore a dam that will help pull off the demons further away from the enclave. That's the mission. That's why the expedition is being done. And the group is going to be composed of a small crew of military, like a squad, military squad, led by let's create a character. Maybe the character for this will be Masood by Sergeant Masood. There is going to be an engineer called Harrimond, a scout, that's us, Kyle, and then auxiliaries to help, you know, with the camping and the food and the supplies and so on, transportation. Let's see how many. Let's roll a d20 to see how large is this brook. Oh, it's quite large. It's about, let's say, 20. The squad, it's d6, 3. Engineer is just one guy taking care of the engineer. Him, no, let's say engineer plus d6. I don't think it makes sense to be so few. Plus 5, so it's a total team of engineer led by Harrimond, is the head engineer, a scout, and we can add Kyle's friend Ida. So 2 scouts, which are, let's say, drawing up the path to this expedition. So let's go to the map. Where's the map? The plains. I think I was saying the plains as plain, but it's the plain as A. Here we will draw then the dam. You might need an adjective for this actually. And bring some idea, some prompty adjective for this. Let's roll a d100. It's 23 for the dam itself. I mean, it's destroyed. Okay, let's call it the ruined dam. So it's like a ruin from the before. It's a huge, of course, but this dam is gonna be able to cover this whole front, which is like why we are doing it in the first place. So it's a huge thing covering a large area. What else? I think this is good. We might need to open up a note for the dam later on. And maybe you can create a folder called locations. Here we will create a note called the ruined dam to talk about it a bit later. So the expedition is going on. And that's where we will zoom in.